And we're live.
How do you like your steak cooked, Woody and Kyle?
Medium rare, and more, and on the rare side of medium rare, if that makes sense. Like I don't want there to just be a little pink in the middle. I want the whole thing to be pink. I don't want it to be bluish purple, which is what like ultra rare seems to look like. It sort of looks blue almost, and I don't want actual blood to run out at any point. But I'm fine with pink all the way through. Like a warm red center, I think is what's going on, or a cool red center, something like. No, it's warm.
Yeah, I agree with everything he said.
Rare.
The only thing I would add to that is I like the seasoning to be pretty heavy. That's gotten to be like kind of how I evaluate a filet mignon. Like
Sorry,
I've never.
Woody, what did you say?
You like
medium rare,
No,
but the seasoning is important to me. I rarely complain about being too salty or too peppery or whatever that shit you're putting on it. Put a lot of it on there.
Outback does a good job of that.
I like some places that don't put any seasoning, and it's just maybe a tiny bit of salt and pepper, and then that's it. Like and I think the way I like it cooked depends on the cut of meat. If it's like a ribeye, then I think like medium rare, so the fat can kind of render a bit more, you know. But if it's a fillet, I like that really fucking rare, like almost to the point that it's blue, like Kyle's describing, and a tiny bit cool. It's like cow sushi, you know. Like I like that. You know, feels more.
Yeah, as long as you're not afraid of worms or parasites.
No, I don't use steak sauce. Steak sauce is not very good. I don't understand the hubbub about A1. It's like tart and bad. It makes it worse.
So, no, all right. So I like A1 steak sauce, and if I were eating like a chop steak, which is basically hamburger, I would put A1 on that because that has like no redeeming quality really. It's just kind of meat. But if it's a good steak, especially if I've paid more than $20 for, I'm not going to put steak sauce on that thing. It should already be tasting really fucking good because I've just paid $20 or $25 for a piece of meat the size of my hand.
But also like skirt steak, strip steak, flank steak, flat iron. I think a lot of those are the same thing. Just cheap cuts of meat. Like you're not really throwing that on the grill and eating it in one piece. You're mostly like marinating it, making tacos, doing something like that. Like you should $1 steak that's 2 pounds at your local grocery store and just go, whatever. Oh, it's a fucking bull's tough part of its shoulder. Just throw it on the grill and hope for the best. Like, no, that some steak shouldn't be eaten like that. That's gross.
I've had some great steaks. I had this gigantic fillet once in Jacksonville, Florida. I don't remember how big it was, but it was monstrous. I've had some of those crazy bone-in cuts of meat. I've had really big ribeyes. I got a New York strip steak the other day though at Texas Roadhouse, which I normally don't go to. It's one of those restaurants with the peanuts everywhere. Like they just throw them on the floor like the shells. And Kitty's hyper allergic to that shit, so she can't go in there. So I wasn't with her. So it was just my girlfriend and myself. We were in South Carolina, and I went, and it was good. I don't consider places like, I don't know, Longhorn and Texas Roadhouse to be nice restaurants per se. But as far as like a middle of the road steakhouse, like it's pretty fucking tasty.
I've got a topic.
I think if Texas Roadhouse is higher up than Longhorn. Anyway, sorry, what'd you got, Woody?
Yeah, maybe so.